These devices might be listening to us. Now, earlier, just a couple hours ago, I made a video and I talked about how I think that the whole World Cup is bringing everyone together and highlighting America, right? Funny enough, look what we have here, a video titled Americans Are Winning Over the World, right? So, in this video, this gentleman, shout out to Matt, by the way, he's a creator, so go ahead and support him. But in this video, he actually talks about how he believes America is winning in the World Cup as far as influence. And I was like, you know what? That's a good point. So let's go ahead and play this, see what he has to say. Sorry, let me start from the beginning. Here we go.
What a sight. What a sight. What a sight. I love seeing what's happening in America right now during the World Cup. I am literally watching in real time all of Europe's perspective change on what they think about America and Americans.
And I agree, hopefully, right? The way I look at it is, in the world, we're all fighting each other over things that could be considered small in the grand scheme of things, right? Nationality, race, all this type of stuff, all these differences. I understand we got different opinions, different personalities, etc. But there's actually enough resources in the world for everyone to be comfortable. It's just the way we distribute them is not the best, right? So we're over here fighting each other, and look what this guy's talking about, right? The togetherness, us being all one.
America is winning the World Cup of culture right now as we speak. And I dropped a video talking a little about this before, but it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. All the information keeps coming.
So it looks like this is not his first
I love
one
watching people walk into like Costco or walking into Walmart and being like, whoa, what is this place? This place is so huge. Because everything's bigger in America. Or they order a sandwich.
Yeah, that is true. So I actually said that. It's funny because it's like, this is like sentiment of my earlier video when I was talking about how things are bigger, and you seen the guy. So for anyone who's seen my previous videos, you saw that I had a guy. He was showing these tortillas. They were the size of his head, right? Size of his head. He's from Europe. He's like, what is this? It's super big. There's 3 of them the size of my head. Yeah, so we do drink and eat a lot more in America, and that's why we unfortunately do have the obesity problem that we have. But yeah, a lot of Europeans, Asians, etc., when they come over here, they'll be surprised by the sizes. Africans as well, right? I'm in Asia right now. I wish I didn't throw away my can, but I had a can super small, maybe this small. And it's not just an Asian thing, because I went to Turkey, it's the same thing. The standard size of like juice and soda that we drink and we think is normal, you go to other places, it's like half the size or like 2/3 of the size. It's just a crazy difference, right? But I do think this is going to influence the world in a positive way. People are looking at America like, together. Hopefully.
Sandwich from a shop, and it's like completely huge, overflowing, massive sandwich, getting their money's worth, not getting ripped off everywhere like in Canada. Some of the things they're saying in Canada is Europeans are buying beers at the games. Germans were here just the other day on Saturday, and they're like, I can't believe they're charging us $18 a beer here in Canada. Canada, we just try to find ways to gouge. America, people are starting to
I didn't know
discover
he was Canadian.
how great the American people are and how true their movies and television and entertainment are. They're like, I was watching videos where people couldn't believe the yellow school buses. They're like, oh my God, this is real? They really have yellow school buses in America?
I just see that video.
It's awesome.
Fair use. But yeah, I didn't even know he was Canadian. I thought he was American, but now I can kind of hear it in his accent a little bit. Like, yeah, he could pass for a Canadian, Wisconsin, Illinois, something around there. But he even has the American shoulder flag here. But he brought up an interesting point in this video, which I think is cool. And he talks about pride, right? So in this video later on, he talks about, hey, nothing's wrong with having pride in yourself or pride in your country. And I can see that, right? So someone hopefully can say, hey, I'm proud to be Norwegian, or hey, I'm proud to be Italian, without people feeling bad about it, right? So that's an interesting point. Let's see what he has to say.
And just watching the national pride. And I love watching the European people see, and I was talking a little bit about this, European people walking through America and through all of its stores, big stores, small stores, Costco's, Walmart's, little stores, and just seeing the American flag everywhere. And they're like, a lot of these people from these different countries in Europe is like, I like that. Why can't I see my flag in every store, on every street corner? What we need to be more patriotic. We need to be more patriotic like America. But even Mexico is a very patriotic country too.
Yeah, so that's a thing. Like sometimes if people feel you're a little bit too patriotic or you got too much going on, it could be looked at almost like a negative, which I don't think it should necessarily be a negative if you have pride in your people, your country, etc. I could understand why some people may take it bad, especially when you look at the world history, certain nations conquering each other and things of that nature. But ideally, in a smooth world, we could all come together, right? He talks about in the video how there will be Koreans partying in Mexico for the World Cup, and I'm like, I think that's magical for race relations. I think that's perfect, you know. So I need to actually. This actually inspired me to want to look more into the World Cup in general, because I'm like, yo, it's really like this. Like people are traveling the world, like to see other cultures, talk about this, all that type of stuff. Get together. I tried so hard when I was younger to get into soccer just because I knew I was going to be traveling and it was a world sport. But now that I'm an adult, I kind of looking at things from a different angle. I'm like, I should really get more into soccer because the rest of the world is into it. I mean, it's kind of big in America, depending on where you live, but globally, it's massive. Like every country loves this, is what it seems like, right? So I definitely want to look into this. But yeah, I just wanted to make that quick little video. I appreciate all the support I've been getting lately. We are only, I think, 70 something subscribers. We're at what are we at? 1935. So I think we're less than 70 subscribers away from 2,000. So I appreciate everybody's support. I've been working very hard in the background, improving little by little every day. If you have any suggestions, recommendations, etc., don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section. But also let me know what you think about this whole World Cup thing and people traveling in different countries, and the fact that this guy is saying, hey, America may influence the world, or in a sense we're winning the World Cup because everybody wants to come here. Let me know what y'all think about that.